read 11 books in January. 4 of them I read physically, 7 of them were on audio. It came to about 1,800 pages that I physically read, 86 hours of audio, and I had 1 DNF. Let's do a wrap up. The Tainted Cup by Robert Jackson Bennett. I did this on audio and it was so much fun. I loved the fantasy elements of this. This is a detective fiction, but it takes place in a fantastical world. The main character has a genetic modification to make it to where he remembers everything he sees. And this was really unique and kind of refreshing. I will definitely continue the series, but I'm not in a hurry to do so. Then I listened to Legendborn by Tracy Deonn on audio, and this was phenomenal. I'm not even joking. This was so good. This is a YA urban fantasy about the descendants of King Arthur and his knights, and it was so cool. I have never read a magic system like this one. It was so unique. I cannot wait to continue the series. I have the next book on hold from the library and it cannot come in soon enough. Then I read The Devils and I had a lot of fun with this one. This is about the most unique group of characters you are ever going to meet, transporting the long-lost princess to the throne to be crowned empress. The journey is dangerous, it's full of adventure, and the humor in this was so good. I will say I think it was 100, maybe even 200 pages too long. Towards the middle, it kind of started to get a little repetitive, but the ending did redeem it for me. I had a lot of fun with this one, but it's definitely not going to be for everybody. Then I listened to The Everlasting, and it was seriously the most romantic book I have ever read. This was the love story of the century. I loved it so much. The beginning is a little slow, but once it gets going, it does not stop. The characters I felt so connected to. I was rooting for them so hard. I just wanted them to have their happy ending. It was so good. I loved The Everlasting. Then I read Malice by Gwynne, and this shit is fire. It was so good. Oh my god. I don't know what Gwynne put in this because I could not put it down. I love this so much. The story is complicated. There is so much going on in this fantasy. So at first it was a little overwhelming, but once it clicked into place, oh my gosh, it went hard. I'm reading Valor right now and I cannot wait to continue the series. Then I listened to Animal Farm and this was such a well-deserved classic. So well done and definitely deserves the recognition. Then I read The Exiled. This is about a futuristic America where they take all of their criminals and exile them to a remote island for them to fend for themselves. This story is told in a non-linear timeline. Following a man who was exiled, we get to see day 1 of his exile to the year leading up to it. I enjoyed reading this with a group on Fable. We had really good discussion. It's definitely worth at least picking up and trying out. Then I listened to the audio for the Dungeons Anarchist Cookbook, Book 3, and Dungeon Crawler Carl, and I did not enjoy this. And it's not even that the setting's confusing. I hear a lot of people say that. I just felt like the conflict between the characters was just annoying. It did have some really cool scenes, but I was just really happy when this was done. I gave this one 3 stars. Then I read a copy of The Bone Queen on my Kindle. This is an arc that comes out on February 3rd. This one was objectively a well-written book, but the story just didn't work for me. I didn't connect with the characters. I wasn't emotionally invested. Didn't really care. Around the 50% mark, I was checking my watch, tapping my foot, ready for it to wrap up. I was daydreaming about other books I could have been reading once it was done. This one just didn't work for me. The last book I read in January was This Is Our Story. I listened to this on audio. This is a YA thriller about a group of boys who go hunting and there's an accident and one of them ends up dead. This was good. I mean, it wasn't bad. There was nothing wrong with this book. I just don't feel like it had a lasting impact. I do think the author has written some adult thrillers that I would be interested in checking out though. Then I DNF'd Before She Ignites by Jody Meadows. There was a dragon named Lala. I couldn't handle that. January was a really good month for me. Let me know in the comments what your favorite read of the month was and if I should add it to my TBR.